Hello and welcome to my mod showcase spotlight. I don't know what to call it, but basically I am showing off the mod I've been creating over the past little bit called the luck mod. Now the first thing I want to get off my chest is if anyone wants to create their own luck, or not luck, mod spotlight, go ahead. I'll put it right in the front page of this forum that you're on right now, I'm assuming, or is in the description down there. My finger's pointing down, by the way. Okay, so let's get started. I do have some other mods installed on this, so do ignore some of the blocks. I was testing compatibility with other mods, which it tended to be pretty good. So, first, you'll be creating a new world. Like always, it has some world generation things. It adds clovers and luck boxes. Now I'm going to switch to creative mode real quick, see if we can find some of these awesome things. Wow, we found some of them. We spawned right next to them. That's not my mod, that's a different mod, so ignore that. But this right here is a luck box. These are extremely rare, except apparently not. And when you click them, they drop a luck box. A brown luck box is an armor luck box. A gray luck box is a tool luck box. A brown luck box is a low quality luck box. And the blue one is an ingot luck box. So let's just collect all these real quick. Now, these luck boxes have a chance to drop a random piece of armor when used by right-clicking on them. And they can drop chainmail armor, diamond armor, any kind of armor. That is in vanilla Minecraft. Pretty simple. Let's put the diamond armor on, because we need to look pimpin'. We have some sheep destroying grass. Awesome. The next one is the tool luck box. As the name implies, this drops a random tool. Complete in our junk this time, but sometimes it can be pretty good. It can drop diamonds. This is a low quality luck box. This one. It has the chance to drop a bunch of different things, pretty much anything. Not everything, but there's a lot of stuff it can drop. It can drop 64 glass, a piece of dirt, 15 diamonds. It can drop a lot. In this case, a stone pickaxe. This one will drop a random ingot or multiples of ingots, in this case 2 diamonds. So that's the first part of the mod, is the luck boxes that randomly, I don't know what's with the random number generator, but they should be 1 in 500 chunks to spawn. They're spawning all over the place today though. Just keep a note that when you're actually playing this mod, they're a lot more rare. So let's try on creative mode for a second, just so I can fly around and find some clovers, which are there. These spawn 1 in every 100 chunks. They're also rare, but apparently not, for some reason. So let's go ahead and collect some real quick. These are necessary for many parts of the mod. Let's just turn off creative mode so we can collect them. And you just collect them by clicking on them. They cannot be replanted. You can see as I right click, it's not being replanted. But they're used in pretty much every single crafting recipe under the sun, as well as reorienting certain, or in this case, one machine that has been built into the game by the luck mod. So let's just collect all these, and we are going to need a lot more than that, so click, click, click. Suddenly, through the power of magic, we have a bunch. And we can just delete the rest of this stuff. Now, this mod right here is not me. That's not enough items. That's a different mod, so ignore that. It's just good to showcase stuff. Okay, so now that we have these, let's grab ourselves. You're going to need a crafting bench somewhere, as you always will. And, well, say you need some iron. So let's grab ourselves a bunch of iron, because this mod is heavily intensive on iron. So let's just grab ourselves a bunch, so I can show you what it is. Now remember, this mod right here is not my mod, it's just a mod I'm using to showcase called Not Enough Items. Okay, so first thing is first. When you first get into Luckcraft, there's a bunch of different things you can craft. One of the more important ones, before you can really do much of anything, is to craft casino chips. To do this, you need to craft lucky charms, I think they're called. I can't remember all of a sudden. Which is a clover wrapped in iron. And you get a lucky charm. You're going to need 4 of these. Let's just create some. And here we have 4 lucky charms. You can create casino chips by putting these on the edges and iron on the corners, and they will give you 32 casino chips. And again, they have no use by themselves. They can only be used in one machine right now, but this is currently being worked on. Remember that this is still a work in progress, this mod. So first, let's create a special kind of block, which I need to create another lucky charm, like we did before, by doing like so. But if you then wrap that in iron, you get a boxed lucky charm. And this is what a lot of the machines use to build. And if you put 2 casino chips on the top and the bottom of it, you get a dice game. Now let's pop this down somewhere. I don't know. There looks good. And you can see it has a neat GUI. We can put some chips in here and all of a sudden we can roll. You see there's 2 dice and an output slot for all the dice. And we can just mash roll as many times as we want. And, well, it'll pretty much roll the dice. If the dice are a pair, you get a chip. If one of the dice is a 6, you get a chip. If the total of the dice is over 7, you get a chip. If both the dice are 1, you get a chip. Now all these things stack, so for instance, if you get 2 6s, this one's a 6 so you get a chip, this one's a 6 so you get a chip, they're a pair so you get a chip, and they're over 7 in total so you get a chip. So everything stacks in this. And you can pretty much gamble this as much as you want, which is fun, but really your way of cashing out right now isn't so good. And your way of cashing out at this point is to gather casino chips, put them into stacks of casino chips, like so. So let's just grab a bunch. And then putting them together so you can get a low quality, an ingot, an armor I believe it is, or a tool. Or that's a tool, or whatever. And you can get luck boxes from them, like so. You can throw them out. And in this case, complete junk. Now that's not very good, because it really doesn't give you much bang for your buck. So, next thing you can do is create another boxed lucky charm, because we're going to get another machine. This is basically the basis for all machines. So machines are expensive, and we can put iron around it. This gives us a cast show station. We place this down somewhere in the world, and any chips we put into it, you see it gets a value. 1 point is for 1 iron ingot, 4 points for gold, and 64 for a diamond. So let's just grab it all in iron. You can click just to grab one of the selected one you're looking for, or shift click to get as much as you can up to a maximum of 1 stack. Okay, simple enough. But now I have no chips. I need a way to cash in. Again, wait for that too. And yet another boxed lucky charm. Pretty much every machine uses this. And we're just going to create one of those. But instead of putting iron around the edges of it, we're going to put casino chips all the way around. We get a cash-in station. And this works as the exact opposite. Iron can go in to give you casino chips. Let's put some casino chips in here. You can get a diamond or some gold. And you can see gold gives you 4, diamond gives you 64. So it's a 1-to-1. It goes back evenly. And it's basically the exact opposite of the cash out machine. So that's cool. But that's not cool enough. No. This mod needs more. And by more, I mean, not too much more, but more will be added. The next thing I'm going to show is called the Luck Energy Collector. To craft this, you guessed it, even more of these. You put a clover and a box lucky charm, but instead you surround that with clovers, and you get a luck collector. Well, let's place this down somewhere in the world. I'm gonna grab a piece of dirt, throw it that way. Grab the dirt, and we are going to place it. Which one's the dice? Okay. If you shift right click, you won't actually open up any of the GUIs. We're just going to place that up in midair. And there's a reason for this. Wait, nope, that was silly. I'm just going to move that. Sorry about that. Let's move that up into there. Sure, that's good. Okay, so you can see it's collecting this thing called energy, luck energy. It's going to get a better name, same with the name of the mod. I know it's terrible. This machine is collecting luck at a very slow rate, you can see. It's a chance of 0.2 every tick to gather 2. Or I'd have to check the exact odds. But basically, it's a chance to gather energy every tick, and it'll gather 2 if the chance goes off. Again, something else to do with chance. As you can imply from the name, everything in this mod has something to do with chance. Well, we need to connect this to our machine to use the luck energy to improve our odds. Well, we could do that directly with wire. And let's just grab our workbench, 4-leaf clover, and do this. You get luck wire. So I'm just going to quickly place this by the machine and come over to our dice machine. Now, when we roll our dice machine, if it has chips in it, you can see it has plus luck. What that means is it stole energy out of here, 50 to be exact right now, but that number is going to change, and rolled, instead of 1 to 6, 4 to 6 on each die. So it drastically improves your odds. So, yes, this is powerful, but keep in mind that this machine, this block right here, is going to increase in the hardness to get a lot before this mod is done. But let's say you have so much luck energy and you use them in bursts, so you need a way to store it. And in the future there will be a need to do it in bursts. Let's get the sheep out of here. Don't mind the sheep. Well, for that you can craft a luck battery. To do that is again another boxed thingy. So let's just create that real quick. Boxed lucky charm. And then you put that in the crafting table with a piece of iron at top and 3 4-leaf clovers at the bottom, and you get a battery, a luck battery to be exact. Let's put this in between the machines. The plus icons are the sides at which the luck battery is receiving energy. Right now that is the bottom and all 4 sides. The minus icon is where it's outputting its energy to. So right now we're gathering energy, but if we say roll on here, we're not getting the plus luck because this isn't receiving energy. Keep in mind that this receives energy in bursts of 25 at a time. So, and basically it can only receive 25 every tick. Is basically how this battery works. Now, you can rotate this by taking a clover and right-clicking it until it's rotated the way you want. In this case, I want the minus to be on this side so that the energy goes here. You can see we've got energy in here. Now when we roll, we get plus luck. But we're not collecting as much energy as I like. So we can upgrade this. We can put a 4-leaf clover in here. And you can see it's collecting faster, and it has a higher maximum than the actual luck collector. Not good enough. We need better. So I'm going to craft myself a lucky charm. Now when I put this in the block, it will upgrade even more. You can see it's collecting a lot faster, and it has a higher maximum. Again, there's one more upgrade that we can do. The box lucky charm, which we have been using to create all the machines. And if we put that in, it upgrades even more. You can see it's collecting luck at a very fast rate. So, that's awesome. That right now is pretty much all the luck mod has to offer. The one thing you haven't noticed is that if you put casino chips in X, you get 10 clovers. So yes, you can craft clovers. This may be removed in the future, so don't rely on it too much yet. So I hope you enjoyed taking a look at this mod. Again, if you want to create a mod spotlight, I would be very grateful. That would be awesome. and I would put your video right on the front page of the forum. Again, link in description, or you're already on the forum, so it's not hard to find. And I think that would be awesome. So, yeah. Also, please give me feedback if you download and enjoy this mod, or just have an idea for it. Feedback helps me tremendously in the development of this mod, because, well, it just does. It's really hard to describe. Without feedback, you don't know if your mod sucks, is good, if it's just pointless. You just don't know. You kind of need it. So please leave me feedback. That would be very nice. Comments, description, forum thread, download it, haven't downloaded it. It doesn't matter. I just want your feedback. That would be awesome. Also, if you do find any bugs, make sure to report them and post your crash log so that I can fix them for you in the future. So, I hope that you enjoyed taking a look at this mod. It does add quite a few things. Let's just find them. Sorry. It does add a few things, and it is a work in progress mod, so it's not done yet, but it is being worked on rather actively. I don't know what to say there, how to say it, but it is being worked on. It will be having an update for 1.3 when MCP and Forge update to 1.3. And it adds 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 items and 8-ish blocks, I want to say. I'd have to find the blocks. I can't find them for some reason. And it adds a few blocks, which are somewhere to be never found. Ever. Ah, here we go. Adds 5 blocks. Okay, I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching. This was the luck mod they were taking a look at. Luckcraft, sorry. I will get a better name, hopefully. And, yeah, that's about it. Oh, right, compatibility. If you find any issues with compatibility, please tell me. I would love to know. I mean, I have tested compatibility with some of the bigger mods that are out there, and for the most part it works pretty good. There are a few dupe bugs that causes infinite duplication of pretty much wherever you want, but for the most part it works pretty good. So, I hope you enjoyed the video, and thank you for watching.